guys, what's up? Ben Bass here. So we've got our surface prepped here. What you guys saw in the other videos was mortar stuck to this from previous rock work, just like over there. So we have came through here and grinded all this off. There was very minimal cracking. It was very hairline cracks, and what you see here is basically just mesh taping that we hope is going to keep any hairline crack from telescoping back through to our stamped overlay. So all this is grinded. We had an area over here that was low. We had to build this up to make a smooth transition going into this rock elevation, which was about 2 inches taller than what's here now. Okay, so our next step, this is ready to go. We're gonna be putting down this Acrylabond, which is basically a glue that's gonna help adhere this stamped overlay to this existing concrete. Guys, welcome back. So we have our stamped overlay done. It is stamped. You can check out this reclaimed timber that we did. Really cool texture in this. So Jared and I just came back and we used basically a degreaser with water and just scrubbed this and washed off the residual residue that's left over from the liquid release. It's not mandatory you do that, but I personally like to do that because we don't want to leave any kind of bond breaker between not only our liquid antiquing, but also our sealer. Takes a few minutes, make sure that it's clean and ready to absorb this. So this is our next step. This is one of many different manufacturers. This is made by Proline. It's just a liquid antiquing that's applied over the top of freshly stamped concrete or overlay, and it settles down into the crevices and then it gives an antiquing color, which is really cool, and it matches organic raw material. So we're gonna get busy. We've got this mixed up here. We're gonna apply this with a soft bristle brush, and we'll show you guys some of the process. This liquid antiquing, it was a midnight gray color, which is basically charcoal, and it is 11 o'clock the next morning. We can tell that the surface is dry. There is no puddles or noticeable moisture anywhere, so we are getting ready to seal this. our stampable overlay. We just got the final coat of sealer on down there, and I wanted to point something out here, and we'll also do a test just to kind of show you guys, and we want to see for ourselves. But we basically took a little bit of that stampable overlay and we had to pigment this. We had to do like a pewter medium gray color. So we mixed up a little bit and broke our calculations down to where we put the right amount of pigment in here compared to what we would do in a whole bag. This is unsealed, but this ended up being a little bit darker than we want. So it's always good to do a mock-up or a little sample to where you can do some experimentation if you need to. But job is completed, so we're going to see how strong this stuff actually is. This is about 3/8 of an inch thick right here. You can see around the edges of it. And I'm just going to take this regular, normal size framing hammer and see kind of how this does. Hit this harder. You can see it's in, there it goes, it's just starting to crack. Hitting this pretty hard. And this is on top of wood. So there we go. Now it's starting to. So you could tell, I mean, that is some really strong stuff. That took a lot of licks there with a pretty good sized framer hammer to even start a little crack. So we just thought this would be cool to show you guys. Again, this is on top of wood, so it's not going to be as good of a bond as it is grinded and primed concrete. So just a cool little tip we wanted to show you guys, just to show you how good this stuff is.